Dear friends, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to showcase how to utilize kernel exploit to escalate privilege. As you know, there will be so many different ways to elevate the privileges. For example, we can make use of SUID bit of a particular binary, or we can utilize some particular capabilities of binaries, or maybe exploit the cron job to elevate privilege or make lateral movement. So there will be so many different ways depending on your target machine. However, this video will be centering around the kernel exploit, which is a very important technique for any pen tester. And so, of course, in this video, throughout this video, I will use the tomato machine on the Van Hub to illustrate this technique. And also, very importantly, I'd like to show you when the target machine doesn't have GCC compiler, so how to make exploitation. Okay, so there will be, very useful information for you guys. Without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch over to the Kernel VM. As you can see, I've already got the shell on the target. So I will start from here rather than starting from scratch. Okay? And first of all, we can spawn a more interactive shell by Python. So how about Python 2? Python 2 is not there. Python 3 is there, is available. And we can import pty module, pty spawn bin bash. Okay, so now we can go to or navigate to temp directory, because here we can do almost everything. We can upload the binaries, we can edit the file. So whatever, this is the ideal place where we can play. Okay, so to utilize the kernel exploit, we need to follow the steps what you are going to see next. Okay, first of all, we need to check the version of kernel, and next we need to search the exploit code. For example, like in most cases would be C code or like a shell script. Okay, and you can use such as sprite utility. I prefer to use such as sprite. If we cannot get any findings, then we can use the Google to make more search. Okay, so the Google, there'll be two ways generally speaking. Next, depending on whether the GCC compiler is available or not on the target, and we need to do, next we need to check the GCC on the target. And if GCC is available on the target, if GCC is available on the target, then we can, we can transfer the exploit code. Of course, if the exploit code is shell script, we do not need to care about this. We just transfer the exploit script to the target and then execute such a script. But as you know, in most cases, what we can get is C code. So I think you know what I mean now. Okay, so transfer exploit code to the target. Then we can use the GCC to compile this code, and then we can execute. Okay. However, if the GCC is not available on the target, so how to do? I think this is the key thing I want to demonstrate in this video. Okay, I think the preferable way we can find the or we can you know we can find the distribution which matches the target in terms of the kernel version. For example, this case is the Ubuntu, and we can find the similar distribution, and then we can compile the code, compile the exploit code in this distribution or in this machine, and then we can transfer the compiled code or file. Maybe we can call it a file to the target, and then we can execute. And for some case, maybe in most case, we can use this way. And for some very rare case, the things would be easier. We just compile exploit code directly on the Kernel Linux or attacking machine. But this way, although do not to involve so much efforts or some works, but this will cause a lot of errors when we transfer it to the target and execute. For example, like this case, this target machine, if you do this exploitation with this way, this method, you will not work. Okay, but any case, sometimes this way can work. Okay, I think you have already got my idea. So afterwards, let me show you in action how to do it. Okay, so first of all, we need to check the kernel information. As you can see, this is the 4.4 version, and not a very new one. And it's almost for certain this kernel has some sort of kernel exploits. Okay, so now we can use search exploit utility and the kernel, and followed by the version information, and you can get a lot of output. In the real engagement, you need to try one by one. However, to save time of this video, I'd like to take this as example to go ahead. Okay, this one we can copy. Of course, I've already clone this exploit code to my current working directory. As you can see over here, if you do not know how to do, we can use such as exploit and with option of M, and then we can copy this path from the output, and then you can get down. You can get a copy of this exploit code. So next, we need to, as you can see over here, I mentioned earlier, we need to check the GCC, whether GCC is available or not on the target. So now we can check by command which GCC. However, unfortunately, GCC is not available on the target machine. So how to do? We need to, because we have already know that the version or the distribution kernel information, then we can find, other virtual machine, like Ubuntu virtual machine, and import this virtual machine into the VMware, and then we can use this virtual machine to make compilation. Okay, so now I've already downloaded this virtual machine image from internet. You can use Google to make some research. Okay, and this is the code. I select the host machine, and finally I can, as you can see over here, I can got the exploit code on this Ubuntu virtual machine, and then we can use GCC to compile and exploit. So next we need to we need to transfer, first of all, we need to transfer this exploit to the host machine. And then we can transfer this exploit from the host machine to the Linux. Okay, but I do not want to, have some sensitive information, personal information about my host to you. So I'd like to pause the video. When it's done, I will come back. All right, I'm back. As you can see, I've already transferred the exploit. This is compiled on the platform of the Ubuntu, and this platform or this machine has a similar kernel version to the target. Then what do we have to do next? We need to upload this exploit binary or payload to the target. And the way to do it is very simple. We just set up the web server on the Kernel Linux. Now we can go back to the text shell. We can use wget to upload. Exploit. It's done. And in order to run it, we need to make it executable by changing mode of this file. And then we just run it. As you can see, it's working perfectly, right? And now we can go to navigate to the root directory, and then we can get the proof flag. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do in this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.